This right here is every single matchup to make after UFC 323. Starting off with the main event, Petr Yan masterclass in there against Merab. Now at the post-fight press conference, Petr Yan said that Merab needs to have a rematch with Umar to see who the number one contender is.
Bruh.
No, we're going to run the trilogy back because that's what needs to happen. Merab, defending champion, multiple title defenses. They're one apiece as well. Like, I'm seeing people say, well, when Yan lost to Merab, Yan had to go on a win streak to get his rematch back. Yo, was Yan the champion at the time? No. Was he a defending champion ever? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Merab right back in there for the trilogy. They're one apiece. He was a defending champion. If Pereira is able to walk right back into a title fight, then so should Merab, because he done the same thing as Pereira. Very active year, multiple title defenses, beat all the best guys in the division, and then lost. So let's get it right back in there. Let's get the trilogy. Also, who wouldn't want to see the trilogy? Their rematch, in my opinion, is like top 3 fights of the year. It was awesome. So let's get the trilogy. I know the UFC are going to try and do O'Malley versus Yan 2 if O'Malley beats Song Yadong, but that right there is number 1 bullshit. Even if Umar beats Figueiredo and they try and give Umar the next title fight, that's number 2 bullshit. Merab is next. Merab Yan 3. We're going to have that headline maybe April or May. Maybe it could be the co-main, the Hamzat Chimaev Imavov. Either way, we need to see the trilogy. Moving on to the co-main event winner. Co-main event fucking winner. We've got Joshua Van. Joshua Van got the title off Pantoja breaking his arm. That's pretty much what happened in that matchup. I would love to see Pantoja make a speedy recovery and we can just run the rematch back and Pantoja can right the wrong and just submit him in round 1 like he was going to first time around. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Reports I'm seeing online, again, how true are they? Nobody really knows, that Pantoja could be out until end of 2026. Maybe even start of 2027. So could be a long road to recovery for Pantoja. So in the meantime, Joshua Van took no damage in there. Tatsuro Taira, he's the next guy up. Let's just get this title fight going. And also, let's have it headline in Japan. Let's have something different. You know, why not? Let's just do it. Joshua Van, Tatsuro Taira in Japan. Why not? It makes sense. Tatsuro Taira was on the same card as Joshua Van, got a dominant win over Brandon Moreno, stopped him, ground and pound TKO. Let's just do it. Let's just run this matchup. Headline in Japan, somewhere different, new to the Paramount era, Joshua Van, Tatsuro Taira for the flyweight title. Really, like, you'll just classify this as an interim title fight. And let's just say Pantoja's still the champ, because anyone who knows ball knows he's still really the champ. He's still my boy. But yeah, that's what's going to be next for the flyweight division. I would actually like to see this matchup because Joshua Van's got really slick striking and Tatsuro Taira has 0 head movement and copper 5 level striking. So on the feet, Tatsuro Taira gets absolutely fucking lit up. But the problem is Joshua Van's pretty small for flyweight. And Tatsuro Taira is really good with his grappling and getting to the back as well. Tatsuro Taira might be the best in the UFC at getting to the back. I would maybe say Tatsuro Taira maybe subs him, but I think Joshua Van could have a really clinical performance in there against Tatsuro Taira. Speaking of Brandon Moreno, aka Salsa Boy, yo, let's take the name of Wilder Cortez Acosta. Let's give it to Brandon Moreno, because why the fuck does this guy, every time he resets his striking, why are you doing that? Why are you fucking dancing in the cage? You know, plant your fucking feet and throw a right hand. Let's do something here. Let's stop dancing. Yeah, let's just stop that right now. Brandon Moreno, former champion in the flyweight division. We're going to give him Asuya Mabayev next. Again, another grappling heavy type fighter. But Brandon Moreno does have good takedown defense. But I really do think Brandon Moreno is near the end of his career. I think the wars with Figueiredo have taken it out of him. He's not the same. The wars with Pantoja, especially in the rematch, he's just not the same guy anymore. I don't think he's going to be at the top of the division again. Don't think he's going to be a title challenger again. People were saying early stoppage. Kinda. I mean, you could have let it go for a bit longer, but there was a good lot of unanswered shots. But Asuya Mabayev, outside of being eye-poke finished by Manel Kape, has looked very dominant in the flyweight division, coming off that submission win over Alex Perez as well. I think he deserves a jump up. Let's do him versus Brandon Moreno. Moving on Peyton Talbot, let's do him versus Cheeto Vera. Why not? I'm seeing some people say Corey Sanhagen. No, we're going to do Corey Sanhagen O'Malley after O'Malley beats Song Yadong. So let's have, Peyton Talbot's got some of the most enjoyable striking style. That doesn't even make any sense at all, me no Anglais. But he has one of the more entertaining striking styles in the UFC. Let's have him put on another clinical performance against Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera is tough and durable. I don't know if Peyton Talbot would put him away. That's why I'm saying let's have this a 3-round fight. Don't really want it to be like a main event of a fight night or anything. But Cheeto Vera, tough, durable, heavy bag. So Peyton Talbot's just going to fucking tee off on him. Look really good, have a really good dominant performance. And I don't even mean this in a rude way, but how the fuck is Cheeto Vera still ranked? Seriously, I don't understand how he's inside of the top 10. I probably wouldn't pick him to beat anybody inside of the top 10. Peyton Talbot, Cheeto Vera. Let's get that as a main card opener to one of the pay-per-views. Next up, we've got Jan Blachowicz, Polish Bauer. Drew with Bogdan Guskov. He is a fossil. He is 109 years of age. He is coming off a draw with Ankalaev, a loss to Pereira, he arguably won. A loss to Carlos Ulberg, in my opinion, he definitely won that fight. And then a draw with Bogdan Guskov. Very unlucky, very unfortunate run of fights for Polish Bauer, Jan Blachowicz. I want to see this fight. I don't know if Pereira's moving up, they're obviously going to do Ulberg Yuri for the title, but this is a fight I've wanted to see for a very long time. Let's do a fight night in Poland or Czech Republic or somewhere like that in Europe. This is the headliner. I want to see this fight. It would be awesome. Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prohaska. I've wanted to see this fight for years. I know Jan maybe doesn't deserve it because of the recent run of fights, but I thought he beat Bogdan. Is that really a 10-8 round? I don't think so. By no way, boy. So I reckon we do Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prohaska, 5-round fight night main event in Europe. Let's just do it. Let's spice things up with the Paramount era. And this is the perfect fight for it. Moving on to Bogdan Guskov. Let's just give him Johnny Walker. It's either going to go one of two ways. They're giving him Johnny Walker because he's chinny as hell and Bogdan Guskov has good punch power. Could put him away, maybe get a highlight reel finish, which is... I mean, do they just run Bogdan versus Jan back? No, because Jan only has a couple of fights left. He might only have one fight left. Let's get the Yuri matchup. But Bogdan versus Johnny Walker, both guys hit hard. They're close to each other in rankings. I just think it'd be a fun fight. Why not? I think it makes sense. I looked at the light heavyweight rankings and Johnny Walker was a name that really stood out that I think, why not just do this matchup? Let's just make it happen. Co-main event to a fight night. Moving on, this fight right here would feed families. I hear the UFC's going to Mexico for a card February. Manuel Torres, Chris Duncan. Get this fight fucking made right now, yeah? Get this fight booked pronto. Get it made. Both guys are on good win streaks right now. Both guys have picked up good wins. Both guys fought at UFC 323. Chris Duncan deserves a shot in the rankings with the work that he's done. Manuel Torres will now be ranked because of the win over Grant Dawson. Perfect. Makes sense. Absolute car crash. Absolute violence. I need this in my life. I need to see this matchup because if Manuel Torres can't get Chris Duncan out of there in the first round, there's a good chance Chris Duncan gets Manuel Torres out of there. Although there's an extremely high chance that Manuel Torres does get Chris Duncan out of there in the first round. But Chris Duncan, tough as a leather boot. Scottish power. I want to see this fight. Co-main event. The Mexico cards are always ass dog shit anyway. You've got a Mexican fighter that is fun to watch. He is entertaining. Manuel Torres, he is ranked as well. Him, Chris Duncan, get it booked. Moving on. Next up, Fresiam versus Money Moicano. Make it happen. Fresiam should have already been fighting someone in the rankings. Crazy win streak right now. He absolutely butchered and beat the fuck out of Sadikov at UFC 323. Dominant performance. Brutal finish. This guy deserves a shot in the rankings. Let's get him Moicano. Moicano doesn't have a matchup lined up yet. Let's get this fight made, yeah? I don't know if they're going to be going to Paris anytime soon. It would be fitting. Obviously, Fresiam from France. You've got Moicano went over to France, beat the fuck out of Benoit Saint-Denis. Could be a bit of vengeance there. Makes sense. Book it. Yeah, Fressiam is one to watch in the lightweight division going forward for this year. I'm telling you, 2026, this guy is the one to watch. Make this fight happen. This is the perfect fight to make. Make it happen. And finally, last matchup I want to talk about, Bruno Ferreira versus Joe Pyfer. Make it happen. Why not? Two big heavy hitters. Why not? Close to each other in the rankings. Someone's going to get finished in this fight. Let's make it happen. Go for it. Bruno Ferreira, he is now ranked. He beat Marvin Vettori. Joe Pyfer, he's also ranked outside of the top 10. Perfect fight. Co-main event to a fight night if you wanted. But would be a perfect main card opener, in my opinion. So those are every matchup. So those are every fight that... Can I fucking speak? So that's every matchup that needs to be made next after UFC 323. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. What matchups do you want to see? And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all again in the next one.